Mana Potential is a model we can use to show children how to regulate their emotions. It has down the bottom a whole lot of information all about the child. They tell us who their favourite people, friends and family are, favourite places, interests and hobbies about them, their core beliefs, things or people that are treasures to them, and how they look after themselves and how they look after others and others look after them. In the middle, in the green circle, the children tell us all about what makes them special. So this bit here at the bottom is all like what we used to do in it, All About Me. It's what makes us special and unique. Up the top, we have these colours. Each of these colours refers to a state of emotional well-being. Yellow is happy. It's what you're like when everything is going really well. In this space, the child writes what happy looks like for them, what their face will be doing, what they'll be sounding like, that sort of thing. Orange is when things are going okay, but not really, really happy. Purple is when you are getting pretty stressed out and one more thing is going to be enough to tip you over the edge. The red, the red is when things have gone really badly, in that moment of explosiveness, when you just explode and let out all that anger or frustration. Blue is in those few seconds after the explosion. So you're still pretty riled up, but you've had the major explosion. And the light blue is when you're able to restore yourself. You've calmed down and you're ready to reintegrate back into the classroom. Those colours are attributed to Māori gods as well as the colours. Other schools may have different words for them or choose not to attribute them to the gods. At our school, we use both the colours and the gods' names. These boxes underneath the name of whatever these emotions are called, and we have the same names for each of these emotions throughout the school, so that anytime we can ask a child where they're at and they'll say, I'm at yellow or I'm at rongo. These boxes underneath are the action boxes, and we ask the children when we fill this out one-on-one with them, if you're at yellow, what can you do for yourself or what can I do for you that will keep you at yellow? If you're at orange, what can you do for yourself or what can I do for you to keep you at orange? And we record their answers in here. When you get to purple, children aren't so able to help themselves de-escalate, so what can I do for you to help you get back to yellow? All the time on this side of the circle, the ultimate goal is to get the children back to yellow. When children get to red, they're no longer thinking. They've had an amygdala hijack. So this one here is really about keeping them safe, keeping the other children safe, and then what can I do for you here? Because they're not able to stop and think and do anything for themselves. The dark blue, Tawhiri is blowing that wind back, blowing the bad wind out and bringing the good wind back in. So once again, what are you going to be able to do? We're not going to try and get them all the way back to yellow. Eventually we will, but if you've just had a major blow up, you're not going to suddenly become happy again. So we're trying to get them down this side now where they're able to restore and reintegrate. So at dark blue, what can you do for yourself to calm yourself down? And what can I do to help you so that you're able to restore and reintegrate back into the classroom? And then once the child's calm, they'll be at tangaroa, nice and calm, and they'll be able to reintegrate. So this here we do with the children one-on-one, and we discuss this, and we know that this is a snapshot of time. So obviously, the actions we have here are kind of generalizations. Different situations will have different things. One of the other things we have in here is we may have special people's names that they need. So they may have a big brother or sister or a special teacher that they want you to go and get to help them be able to self-regulate back to yellow or regulate back to yellow. When we get to this reintegration here, as a school, we have some very set rules around what sort of integration the child would like to have back into the classroom, and that is respected by the teacher. A lot of our children just want to slip back in because they're still feeling a little bit embarrassed and upset. They're not ready to stand up and make amends. The expectation is that they will at some time, but that's negotiated with the teacher. So they might just slip back into class and then have a conversation a bit later when they're sort of more back up here again. There's different consequences, but if a child's still sort of here, giving consequences is going to get them back up here, and what we want to do is get them back down to some sort of calm level. That's a pretty quick overview of Mana Potential. It is a really, really great document to have when you've filled it out with children. Very useful, particularly with our children that do get explosive very quickly. The other thing that we do with Mana Potential is we have these colours or gods on some cards, and we can use them very quickly when children come in from lunchtime or before we start a lesson to sort of get the temperature of the class. So we can put these cards out, the children know what they mean, and quickly we can see what lunchtime was like. Maybe if I've got lots of children that are in here, I would think it's probably not the right time to give them an activity where they're going to have to work in buddies. Maybe we'll have a story and a sing-song or something to try and get us a bit calmer before we go and do a really hard task or a task that's going to involve lots of cooperation, that sort of thing. If you want to see more about Mana Potential, there is a little bit online, but not a lot. You do have to be trained to be using this program. I'm happy to be contacted about that.